Welcome guys to Autodoc. Today something about brake calipers, how to keep them in good shape, in good condition, in good working order. So let's get started. So okay, this is our caliper. First thing what we need to check if it's corroded or not. There's always going to be some kind of corrosion over the time on the calipers and carriers, but if we do have a flaking pieces of metal, that's not a good sign, because metal is losing its properties when it's corroded. So if you do have lots of rust, it's not going to transfer the heat from the pads, from the discs to the caliper and to the atmosphere. So that's going to need to be replaced. This one is actually not bad, but what we need to do is just refresh that. So first thing what we check is if we do have too much play on the caliper and carrier. These two rubber guides are responsible for that. So they go inside like that, and they hold the caliper on the carrier, which is mounted to the axle. So if we have this rubber like cracked, perished, it's not gonna hold this quite heavy piece of metal against the chassis, and later we can have some kind of problems with uneven wear on the pads. This one is actually not bad. It's going away. It's, well, needs to be replaced, but it was actually worn quite even, so there was no problem with that. But if we do have a good caliper, we can buy a kit like that, which usually is like rubber boot, seal inside, and these two rubber guides. So we do have good caliper, but it's, let's say it's leaking. So three main areas of leak. This is the feed line of fluid, so this might be corroded. The flexible pipe can be replaced easily. Another one is bleeding nipple. When we're changing our brake fluid, we do want to have our calipers bleeded. And another thing is that rubber boot, which is actually securing against the weather, rust, moisture, dirt, other stuff, which can prevent this caliper from working properly. So this is the shiny part is going inside and is working inside with the fluid, so pressure building up is pushing out the piston. Also vacuum of the engine is pulling it back when we're not applying brakes. So another component to check is the rubber boot for cracks. I can actually take this away. However, if I'm gonna take this away, I won't be able to install it back, because inside on this one there's like a metal ring. So if I'm gonna break it, it's not gonna be usable again. This rubber boot is coming from different model, however the principle is the same. So if we're gonna take our piston from inside, we can see some light scratches, but we don't see rust. Usually there's gonna be like rust on the bottom. That rust gonna prevent that piston from moving freely inside against that rubber seal. As you can see, when I removed that, I actually bent it, so it's good to have new one. We're gonna check for any damage. There's no damage. However, these parts are not very expensive. Another thing what we need to check to do actually when we are actually installing a new set is to clean it. Also check for rust here. If you're gonna have rust inside that groove it's not gonna be even. That seal, that ring is not gonna sit properly, and it still can cause leaks. So we can have a nice outside caliper. However, if we do have some kind of rust in here or dirt, debris, needs to be removed. So a small tip, if you want to rebuild your caliper, you can actually clean that piston and treat it with like sandpaper, let's say 1000 grit, 1500 grit, but for people who don't like to do it, you can buy whole set with the piston as well. So these rubber parts with the piston comes as a kit. However, if your caliper is badly corroded, you can buy whole caliper as a one set. It's very easy to get in our store. So remember guys, first thing what you need to check, corrosion, leaks. Later if we're taking apart, we're checking for corrosion inside. If we do have corrosion inside, that's not going to be very usable caliper. So first thing, before you're going to order these, check for corrosion. If it's good, you can order that. It's not very expensive. Remember, you can have lots of horsepower in your engine, but if you don't have stopping power, your car might become useless and dangerous. Now, very important tip when you're assembling your caliper with fresh rubbers, seals, boots, etc. A very important step, which is actually a must. Usually when you're buying a kit like that, I explained, you're gonna get a small sachet with grease. Some people actually don't know what to do with that grease, and I'm gonna explain what it's for. This part of the piston sits inside and is moving in and out. It's going to be submerged in the braking fluid. However, this side needs to be clean and lubricated with that grease and then covered with the boot. That boot going to sit outside that groove. This part cannot be actually dry. It needs to be moist with that grease. So the piston here and here is going to be lubricated, it's going to be moving freely. Otherwise, if you're not going to grease that part, your caliper might become very dangerous. It can actually cause this piston to stop, seize your brakes, and I don't have to actually explain what can happen. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. You can visit our store, Autodoc store, where you can buy all these parts I was talking about. Also, you can visit our Instagram, Facebook. Thank you for watching and see you next time.